And what else we have here? Be able to stop it for a second, go in and we mess with some of the effects in here on the mix. Okay, just like in a regular mixer on a board, you can go in, you have effect sims, you have some things, maybe delay, chorus, reverb. You can do the same thing. You can go ahead and add, so you want to solo a track just to hear the drums, solo it out. You can go in and add a little reverb. I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear. Turn it up a little bit more, turn the reverb up. Something like that. And you do this to each track. So you go to the bass line, we solo that out, maybe put a little chorus, something thick, make bass line thick. You go up on the mixer and add. We got like a doubling sound on the bass. Tempo wise, and you can slow it down and speed it up while it's all going. Here's another little cool feature, skip back sampling. We could use your own, whatever you play as a sample. Skip back sampling monitors pretty much everything that's going on with the keyboard all the time. Any audio that's being passed through it, anything that you generate. It's like a 50-second sampler that just keeps looping and just keeps looping it around in case you just happen to just do something and say, hey, I like that. You can just jump right back to that thing, go in, throw it to a pad, and just, and incorporate it into the song. I just want to get rid of that other little piece I threw. Okay, let's say now. I can make that actual sample. So go and find this here, preview. Go up to the spot that you want to keep and edit. And assign that to a pad. I'll put that on number 2. Assign to pad, which be F7, and execute F2. So now, for the MPC style guys that like to work with loops and chop loops up, you can actually sequence in this and make it a sample to chop up like a loop. It's still things like that. So it's a lot of ways to get started on a track here to do things. Maybe another segment we'll get a little deep into some other type of shortcuts and tricks and stuff we get into once you get the basic. But this is pretty much the basic. That's the fastest way you're going to get into this thing and get something happening is to get, keep that in mind, like the Bob Ross type. Have a palette with colors and sounds. Just get the sounds up first. Have an idea what you're looking at. You need funk sounds. You got to go in and get the funk basses. And, all these electric pianos and vintage type sounding drums. Lay them out so it's already there. And you just kind of go out and just put them in there. Just fill them in. It keeps the flow going rather than going in and just fishing for sounds while you got this going. A lot of time that fishing for sounds and getting technical takes away from the, the creative flow. But this right here will help you get to it because all the technical stuff is really kind of hidden behind, you know, something real easy, you know, real easy interface. It doesn't require a lot. Kind of looks, it's right, open, nice big screen, sort of like a computer to give you that view of a computer. To have it. That's pretty much the way computer programs look. And another thing I want to get on is that it has an audio track system built right into this, so you can record vocals to this as well. So if you're doing your 16 tracks of just, you know, MIDI stuff, you can go over into the audio part, to the mixer, and see, patch, view, select, go to song edit, and you go to audio track. Now you have 8 audio tracks that you can select just like you do music. Whatever input it is, you put a mic right into this and run it right in, and you can edit the same way that you do the MIDI stuff. You have the track going, and you can just punch in. Have your audio jacks in, so you can plug something directly in here. You can come right into in or out of a computer. You got SPDIF back here, USB, so you can hook it up to a computer, drag and drop style files in and out of it real quick, archiving and recall. And that's pretty much it. Anything else other I say wouldn't be basic, it would be advanced. I think, you know, this is a key piece to guys who, you know, a lot of people I see they want to get an MPC and some sort of keyboard to go with it. I think this is the, you know, the fine line between the two, that having the MPC style pads plus having the keyboard loaded with a whole lot of sounds, thousands of sounds in this thing, not to mention what you can create on your own, alter the presets, or just start from scratch and synthesize sounds just like a synthesizer. You have your PC cards for storage, store for smart media. Like I said, you can use the computer to store, you know, things. Just a round, you know, pretty round piece. You know, sit down, you hear maybe 15, 20 minutes, got a track banged out. That was just pretty basic. You can really go on and on with this thing, you know. Even like I said, with the audio tracks and using the skip back sampling, you know, the possibilities there. You can pretty much do a completed song in this thing if you really know how to use it right. The hard disk is pretty big. You can take, just because it's 8 tracks, and say you can do some backgrounds, bounce the backgrounds down to stereo, and have the other tracks free open again, and it's not like you can't go back and undo, you know, you can go back to the individuals, redo the mix again and bounce. So you can pretty much finish a project in this thing if you know, once you get advanced.